Okay, hello guys. DJ Quacky's here, and I'm joined with my co-host. Call me Matt.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm joined today by two very awesome people. It's our one and only DJ, Unique. Say hi, Unique.
Hello, how are we all?
And also
Whoa. Sorry. As well as Hell Norman, our community ambassador. Well, one of them. So hi, James.
Hello.
And let's not forget our awesome content team member and ex-co-host Power 5.
Hello.
Okay, guys. So you are free to send in your talk show topics, but we're going to start off with a recent update, which is the RuneScape 3 beta. Now, we were talking about this a little bit beforehand, and we realised Matt is the only one who has access. So, Matt, do you want to start us off from your experiences and stuff?
Okay, so I could bring this up in many factors. To start off, they have mentioned inside the behind-the-scenes video, or what's it called, the Q&A about just starting this up. Beta 3 does work on multiple systems such as Linux and Mac. If I'm not sure if it works on Linux, but since I run a Mac, I have been trying to use it. And I could say it's a bit dodgy. That's all I could say.
To be honest, the whole technology I think it's been built around, I think it's WebGL or something, and that's quite new for a lot of things. I know Firefox is quite new to running it natively.
I play RuneScape on Firefox. It glitches out on Chrome.
Oh, God.
I refuse to download the client.
Chrome is for the win. I will say no more.
I'm with John, really, but you kind of expect it being quite glitchy considering it's just the beta at the minute.
It just got released. So
that's all you expect, you know. Some bits are going to be perfect, and then some bits are going to be a little bit unpolished.
I mean, they have about 3 months.
That's the reason for the beta, after all. They want to know your feedback.
Yeah, imagine it being released like that. How annoyed would you be after so much, advertisement? Oh, it's going to be the best thing ever, and then we released it. Yeah.
I guess it's the main purpose of a beta in the first place.
That would be...
No, I think as time goes on, it will improve, and I think once it's gone through all the stages, I think they're quite wise to bring in almost 2 steps with the alpha and the beta. I think when we eventually get it into full release, it will be quite sort of visually good looking, and I think again, from my sort of point, it's always nice to see them trying to keep up with technology, jumping onto what is the latest thing, if that makes sense. Sort of HTML5 is, in some senses, it's quite new, so it's quite nice to see that they're trying to stay with the times and trying to keep up. Because if you think about it, the original was built over 10 years ago, to try and sort of bring the technology and the graphics as well. Because, I mean, always within RuneScape, you can tell, compared to a lot of other games, the graphics was always sort of a little bit held back by what they originally started with. So it's nice to see they're also trying to improve the graphics, because some of the screenshots and such from the beta just look stunning.
Yeah.
I was born in 1998, so, it's as old as me.
Wow.
I think RuneScape came out in 2001, didn't it? So
that's the official
RuneScape. The official version was 2001. It was online for the public.
I know that.
But I think the brothers, it was Andrew and his brother or something.
Yeah, there was a precursor called Devious Mud, which I think that was out in the 90s. I'm not sure when in the 90s, but I know it was out in the 90s.
As old as me.
I could tell that's a wicked game. I mean, back in the day, they had Pac-Man, just and then they had this awesome game with swords and stuff. I mean, who wouldn't love it?
I was at work, and I can't remember why, but I was looking up sort of icons for loading screens. And you get the normal sort of bars that move across the screen. I found a Pac-Man sort of loading bar, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so awesome! I need to download this."
Oh, that's wicked.
So yeah, I'm probably going to steal that and use that on my website at some point.
It's like it's like when you look at things like, oh my god, this holds like 1 KB of information, and now you wouldn't get anything on that.
Yeah.
And it's like we've come so far. I think I was watching a program with my mom like last week or something. More information, more data has been created by humanity in the last 10 years than the rest of recorded humanity put together, which is an astounding figure when you think about it.
Mm.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's quite an odd figure as well. I mean, if you think about all the data that is stored, it's not all electronic. In the past, it was all on paper, and if you think about all the warehouses these days that just hold records that were written down, that again is probably quite an astounding figure as well when you come down to it. I mean,
yeah, it is amazing. I mean, but it tells you how far we've come, and sort of like, I mean, I read in a book. It was about fairies, so, you know, how can the people who've created the internet be so stupid? So it's sort of like the internet seen as this amazing thing, and which it is.
It is truly.
Yeah. But moving back onto subject, Surveyverse is updating graphics in the Falador area. So, I mean, when was its last update? Does anyone really know?
I suppose slightly with Artisan's Workshop, they I don't know that they did much, but they did sort of that little corner bit, if you want to count that. I don't think they've done a full rework.
But as far as I know, that updating the graphics part for primarily Falador could be considered a part of the HTML5, because if I saw one of a famous YouTuber, I think it was Racer Gaming, he was in Falador for a majority of the time, and he was comparing the visions of what, comparing it between EAC and HTML5, and it showed what difference it looked like. So, Jagex has done some recent graphical updates such as Dual Arena, castles and stuff, but at the moment their main priority would be to fixing up other graphical stuff for HTML5.
Yeah.
So I guess that could be considered updating graphics in Falador area.
Yeah, I think obviously everywhere is going to look a little bit different once it's all done. So, but no, I mean I'm looking at some areas at the moment, and they're, I mean, Al-Kharid, if you remember the really old Al-Kharid, that looks a lot different to what we've got now.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, definitely.
I just like the way that it could do with the improvement, because, you know, Berthorpe and Tavali have had it, and it's kind of spreading across RuneScape, and even though that's the main area for, you know, where new people will go and free to play to try and get them to go to members by letting them level up to level 5 in a member skill. It also plays a massive role in RuneScape Falador does, with the amount of quests, the amount of things you can do there. So I think that's one of the main areas that, you know, could do an improvement massively.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the new interface system thing, because I'm quite interested in it. I'm a skiller, and I'm loving the action bar. It's making skilling so much easier, and like I'm enjoying like skilling more than I did before. And so I really want to try the interface system out and see what it's like and get the grips with it and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite interested.
It seems, they're making sure there's something out there for everybody. Skillers or just all-rounders or combaters or whatever. What do you call somebody who does everything?
It's,
almost like a trades.
Completionist.
Yeah, jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah. Okay. So if you go on to Toy Soldier's lag and server improvements, I'm not quite sure where he's going with there, but I mean, I think they mentioned that RuneScape 3 will be playable on. They said you'll be able to play it on Chrome and Firefox and stuff. I already do. I don't like the client. I mean, as part of it is, I take my laptop into school sometimes, and I don't want the icon on the desktop.
That's why you hide it in a little folder. That's what I did. I hid it in a little folder.
See, this is where you just say, I play RuneScape. If you don't like it, you know where the door is.
I'm a female though.
And it's
it's
the
like
exact
we went
same.
over this. We went over this. I'm not confident enough. I'm not ashamed of it, but I'm not confident. But we went over this last week.
Yeah.
But James, do you, as a skiller, I know it's not probably as important, but lagging and server improvements and that, do you think it's a necessity or?
I don't really lag, so I don't really know what to think about it.
I guess it would affect more people, such as the people who do PVM. Because, like, as for me, it's just annoying. Sometimes when I log in, when I'm trying to find a Bandos room, I have to log in the middle of the room, and I don't even know if the room is free or not. And if the room is free, there's a majority that I'm going to take quite some hits, which may be able to kill me. And that's one thing that I would really want to get fixed within the lag and server improvements, because HTML5 is meant to be running the game a lot faster.
Yeah.
And yeah.
When I get like adamant or something as a task, I'll hot worlds and I'll log in. And I'll think, oh good, this room's free. And then it'll load up and there'll be someone there and I'll be minding the next same one of them.
Do you want,
oh god, I feel so guilty.
Do you want a little hint with adamant? The Elflands, if you come just outside the main city and go, I think, south one and then east one, there's a little area off there where there's about 8, I think, adamant rocks.
Oh.
So you can get.
That sounds quite good.
So you can get the majority of them done there. That's where I go when I
only get 7.
Is that near the penguins?
No, it's, you know, sort of where you go in the quest, that big area. You know where the big footprints are?
Griffithus. Oh no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The big footprint sort of area. South of the ones felt with double L.
Lethia.
I'm not Welsh. Where's Ewan when you need him?
But yeah, nearest there's about 8, I think, which is quite useful to know when you have those sorts of challenges and they're really annoying to find them.
I know what you mean. I usually go into the Dungeoneering Fallible thing, which is I usually do it pretty quickly, as long as I don't take ages to mine it, which I always do because I'm a noob. But no, it's a Runite. Once I get to Runite level, oh my god, that seems to take ages to regenerate.
Yeah.
Runite is.
But no, should we move on? Update topic. No, I don't think it is next week's update.
No, Dual Arena's already happened.
Has it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the game at the moment.
It happened recently this week.
Oh, okay. So, okay then.
Have any of you guys seen it?
Yeah, I have. I've not been like around for a while. I went round to look at it today, and I'm really impressed with it actually because of the way how many arenas there are. Because I remember at one point you used to try and get into an arena, it'd be like, this arena is full, and now there's 5, I believe. And there's a smaller one which I believe is just a boxing, so there's no movement and no obstacles, something like that. And you're not allowed any armour in there. So that'll be towards, them stakers or whatever they want to do. And I think it'll attract a new crowd of people to the duel arena instead of just the stakers. That's
it would make things more exciting, because since I'm not sure whether boxing's even worth doing it anymore, but duel arena, I remember on the day of the update, everyone was asking me, want to come duel arena, let's fight. And at the time, I'm really busy doing like corp and construction training, because I'm trying to get my construction. But according to a lot of people, duel arena looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it does look really nice.
We should go there.
Let's totally do it.
I'm not too keen on it, to be honest. I think compared to the old style, I don't know, I feel it's lost a sort of togetherness, if that makes sense. Now, because you can sort of run all over the place, there's no sort of wall binding it together as much. I think it's lost a little bit of togetherness. That said, there is one sort of positive to this. The bank chest is now a bit closer to the fire altar, so you can make
There's one.
Oh, I love that. That makes it so much easier.
There's one elsewhere as well. There's another
Where?
bank there. If you're heading towards the mage training arena,
Yeah.
there's one just at the side of that as well.
Oh, what, a bit further north? Because
Further north.
I'm looking at one at the moment that's sort of north.
Almost like walk into it up the stairs and just go north, and there's one in like almost like a bandit camp type.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at the moment. There's like a tent
that one.
type thing here, and
there's one in the arena as well. In the arena. There's one that's like a small chest.
I like the graphic rework, but I don't think it was needed.
Yeah, it wasn't really required.
It wasn't really needed, but it makes it more exciting and that.
Mm.
I think it was quite needed for the fact that you updated Alcarid, and then when you walked to the jewellery, it was surrounded a fence, and then just quite basic walls instead of the textures that it was upgraded to. So
and they probably revived jewellery as well.
Yeah. Do you guys think that Duel Arena might lead on to some sort of quest? Because accordingly, in the behind the scenes, there's some sort of storyline behind Duel Arena now. So do you think there might be some sort of quest?
Probably, but I don't really do quests, and so I'm not really sure. I'm not a lore person. Just like lore.
Being a skiller.
I think they probably won't. I think mini games, as much as you can. I think the closest we're probably ever going to see to sort of mini games getting a quest, is probably either Soul Wars or Conquest with the quests.
All of them have. If you look at Fists of Guthix has been introduced to the new one.
The World Wakes.
The World Wakes. You've got.
I haven't played the World Wakes.
Soul Wars. It's kind of to do with Nomad's Requiem.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot to do with Nomads.
Conquest / Pest Control was the Void Knight series, so they've all had their little interlinking areas.
Yeah, I just don't think they're going to get its own sort of full-blown quest, if that makes sense.
No, I don't think that well, because it's just, I believe, just a mini game. Like Trouble Brewing, there's no quest, going to be no quest behind that.
Oh, I love Trouble Brewing.
It's good, it's awesome, but it's just dead content for the minute.
Yeah.
I think this is leading into James's guest topic.
Yeah.
Which was the
minigame revamp.
Yeah. So if we want to lead into that, James, where did you come from this? Like, what do you think needs revamping? And
I'd like to see revamps to gameplay to a few minigames like Great Old Project and Trouble Brewing and a bit Stealing Creations, because recently I find it a bit difficult to join Stealing Creation games, but it depends on the time. It's slowly dying, and I know Fist of Guthix is literally dead, and that's a really good minigame, but I'd love to see revamps for games that are that really need a revamp.
Rewards.
Fist of Guthix for me was very hard to understand. I don't think I properly understand it, which is why I didn't sort of start playing it, if that makes sense. And I think partly with a minigame, you need to make sure you can understand it.
I used to love it. I thought the concept was quite.
Yeah.
It was quite easy. When you're being hunted, try and get as many points as you can. Get to the middle, you get more points. There's someone hunting you, and then if you're the hunter, you've got to try and kill someone before they get a certain number of points. So it's quite an easy concept. It's just I think now if you try it, it's too easy because some people.
Wait, which minigame is this?
Fists of Guthix. If you were to be going, against your friend or someone who's who plays with their friend chat on as fully on, you can just add them and just trail them, and then kind of gives a position away.
It kind of reminds me a bit of the Hunger Games, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the Hunger Games.
Which is they've started moving that towards Clan Wars, haven't they? And that's becoming quite they're quite a dead piece of content now, Clan Wars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a shame because that was fun. I used to love it.
That was definitely fun.
Until we do a RuneTalk event, because then obviously everybody's there.
Yeah, all 100,000 people that are online. Yeah, they all come.
Hashtag RuneTalk takeover.
Oh yeah.
I remember at Runefest on Clan Wars. I can't remember. I I can't remember which mods it was, but Jmod started spawning a Jad, and then chickens coming out from underneath the Jad. And it just looked really weird with a Jad in the middle of Clan Wars and chickens running around everywhere.
Oh my.
That sounds fun. Was that before the Clan Wars update? So it was like in the wilderness and stuff?
No, it might have been.
I missed that. I missed the
remember.
Clan Wars in the wilderness.
Really? I don't mind it too much. I think I don't think
It's still nice.
I don't think it makes too much of a difference, to be honest. I think most people, when they were running there, didn't get killed. So why people, even if they did run there, there's a bank chest there, so nobody with any sort of sense would risk their items because they could just get them out in there. So I don't think it bothered people too much when it moved straight out, because I don't think it was really that big of a place for people to get PK'd.
Yeah.
I would love to see the full games room, like BB Van, because it's really fun, but like no one actually goes there because there's no point. So they could give like a purpose to it, like rewards and that. Just make it more like.
That's why they've made the global chat, because nobody was going, even on the dedicated run. But Rune Squares, I'd own you all.
He says after I beat her.
You've never beaten me.
I'm sure I've beaten you once or twice.
No, you haven't. When you've cheated, you have.
I never cheat. I don't cheat. Do I, Alex? Back me up on this. Say yes, Alex. Alex, just say yes.
Fine, I'm going to go with John.
Oh, Edgar's laughing.
He's a Chelsea
probably
fan.
Because Edgar's laughing, probably because he's ashamed of the amount of times I've beaten him.
Oh my.
It's I'll take James down. You know, one cannot simply cheat in dead minigames. Really?
That's quite clever.
No,
I think John's a Chelsea fan.
As is Alex.
Liverpool.
Anyone who wants to be a Liverpool fan, just don't talk to me, please.
Manchester United, mate.
Don't talk to me if you're a Liverpool fan.
Right, so all the Americans tuned in are currently sitting going, what?
What?
Because they'll all be Man U fans. Everybody's a Man U fan. You have to be British to have another fan. Right. Nick D says, what do you think about Private God Wars? So again, me and James can't really comment because we don't do much PVMing. So me and James will just sit here whilst you boys talk.
I'm out of this. I'm out of this.
The only thing I can say about it really is it will make it easy to find people, you know, to go PVM with, like.
I haven't done it, so I'm just gonna. I don't know if it's out yet. Does anyone know if it's out yet, or?
No, I'm gonna go on and on about like a woman about this. Okay.
I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's gonna devalue the drops even more, and I think having a healthy competition for rooms was something which I think was a positive.
Healthy.
Well, yeah. I mean, there was a natural sort of pecking order.
I don't
all right, nobody likes being crashed, but you know.
I get crashed and then killed, knowing me.
It makes sense in some respects getting crashed, because if you're not strong enough on your own, then why should someone else not come in and take the room from you? All right, no one's gonna like it, but I think it wasn't. I'm not sure that this is the right way to go, because I think it's just gonna bring a lot more drops in and then just bring the items down.
Yeah, true. Because on the topic of being on Private God Wars, I think it's actually next week's update, to be honest. And I think it is, because I saw behind the scenes. It's they were discussing about it. They are going to discuss about it. So I think that's behind the scenes. And I have quite a lot to say about Private God Wars, since I myself am a massive PVM. All I do in game is just PVM. And as of the moment, I've quit going to Gobble's Dungeon primarily because of crashing. Crashing at the moment, to me, is really like a pet peeve. It really puts me off, especially when someone's really... I'm just stood there 3 hours, dry loot, nothing at all. Next minute, this guy's like, lol noob, get out of my room. Gets him dry goes toolbar, crashes me, my day is just ended. I'm just like, I give up. Hence why I'm looking forward to Private God Wars, because they did say they were going to charge a small fee for to enter the room, but I'm fine with that because I'm not sure on the hard part, like how hard is hard to me, because I could solo Bandos for endless hours, which is why I'm looking forward also to the hard mode in Private God Wars. So yeah.
You and me should go Bandos together, so you protect me so I don't die.
Okay.
Don't do it.
I'll tank.
So Matt, you'll tank, but then you'll just sort of teleport out and leave her to tank.
I'll be like, oh wait, Kathy, I'll be right back, and then
oh, sorry, I left my Drygors in the bank. Sorry, be right back.
Oh my god.
You guys are mean, but not sure who here was here when we were against. I believe it was Zybez.
I remember that.
James was there because I talked to him.
I died all the time.
How many times did you die?
I think I died like 15 times. I don't know. It was a lot though.
You died more than me. I feel quite happy now. No, thank you.
I am a noob at combat. I can't even, like, yeah.
You're going to join Kathy at the Giant Mole, which is not a boss.
I can kill that. I can actually kill that.
Oh, Giant Mole.
For those of you wondering, RuneZone was, I think it was a Jagex organised event. It was RuneZone v Zybez, and we were on Zami because our colours are red and black, woot, and they were on Sora, so we had to go and kill loads of Sora things. We were over the weekend, and we absolutely owned them because we're obviously the better fan site.
Obviously.
We have to help Norman as a community ambassador.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Pink. It's not magenta.
It's pink.
Pink, mate.
I'd like to draw your attention to Johnny Depp's signature.
I'm
I'm gonna copy and paste the image into a link to the chat.
Pink. It's pink. It's pink. It's pink.
It's pink.
Stop.
Indeed, Howie is one of our awesome people.
I call for a poll then.
A poll? No.
Yeah.
Make any difference.
Haven't we already had polls?
I believe we have.
What we decided is it looks pink to us, but the HTML is magenta. All happy.
HTML.
It's magenta. That's the end of it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Cal Fade says, would you like any new armor types / weapons in game? Obsidian, wood, etc. Very well, don't be a bit clunky.
They've actually already got Obsidian.
Obsidian exists after the quest of
Brink of Extinction.
Yeah, that was an epic quest.
I've not done it yet. And wood, they kind of have, split bark, which is the magic armor. But I couldn't really think of a massive. I couldn't think of anything. Maybe if the new elf quests or whatever the next form of quest, whether it's dwarf, pirate, elf.
That's what I wanted to bring up because I was going to ask, what did you guys vote for it?
Elf. I love the elf series.
Oh,
I love the elf.
James, what did you pick if you voted for it?
No, I don't do.
Well, you don't do quests. That's just simple. You don't.
I just want to see.
When does the vote finish?
1st of May, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go vote.
My birthday.
I think the elf quest they will wait until after HTML5 is in game because I think.
Hope they don't.
Well, no, I think if they wait till after HTML5, they'll probably be able to do it a lot better if that makes sense because of the.
Yeah.
So I think chances are they will wait until after that's done.
Make it.
And as much as I'd love to see it now, but I just think the whole graphical sense of the Elflands is something that is improving. And I
don't think I could cope with another morning end. I just couldn't cope. I was sat there for did the puzzle. Oh, please no, not again. As soon as I finished, I heard oh my god, are you ready for the next one now? I was like, what?
Part 2 wasn't that bad. Part 2 wasn't that bad. The first one, alright, I'll agree with you. Everyone had trouble with that. But the second one wasn't that bad. I never struggled with the second one.
The second one was the light puzzle.
Yeah, that was not...
The
first one was the light puzzle. The second one when you were jumping through rooms, I thought, and then you ended up in a small tunnel or something.
I thought second one was the light puzzle.
No, I thought the first one was the light puzzle where you were trying to actually get into the Death Altar.
I'm gonna go and check this now.
Go, Unique,
Oh,
go.
hold on. Nathan in the chat box. Declan was like, yes, thank you. I win.
What? NB mates is his friend name.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I am going to move on to Linston 158's topic, which is your first pet. So, let's quickly go around and say everybody's first pet, I guess. Who wants to start?
I had a cat. That's, yeah.
The clockwork cat count.
Yep.
my imaginary best friend account.
Don't think so. What about you, Matt?
Gecko!
Oh
It's so adorable. Oh my god.
Is
When you
this what you
select it, like, it says view pet, when you right click your, like, left click interface thing, it says view followers thingy. Oh my gosh, it's just...
I don't think he meant RuneScape.
Oh,
I love a penguin.
face palm, face palm.
What about RuneScape Cats? Then mine was a penguin. I got the penguin egg and went and hatched it down in Yanil and then ran around with
I got a dog first.
I got a dog first in
I
RuneScape.
thought the dogs were horrible, so I got the.
I had a little
Oh,
dog.
hang on. Does the kitten count? Because I did Gertrude's cat first, and obviously.
Actually,
Does
I think everyone's...
Alright, ignoring the kitten, because everyone gets a kitten. But yeah.
Clockwork, a toy mouse.
I think everyone's first pet was that Varrock dog.
Oh yes, I had
Scruffy when you just abuse it 24/7.
Had many a time with that.
Oh, that was
Lovely
fun.
pet.
Animal abuse.
Yeah. I had a dog both in RuneScape and in real life. When I was born, my mum had a dog called Bark, and it was put down when I was 2. But I still have pictures of me. I have, like, pictures of me. Apparently, I used to put my food down on the floor, and he'd be standing behind me, and I'd walk off, and he'd come along and eat it. So that explains why I was slightly thinner during my first 2 years than I am now.
Oh.
If only. Where's the dog gone? I need him to eat the food so I don't eat it.
Kathy's fluffy.
I'm pretty sure it would put people off if people started eating her food.
But Nick the Fox has sent in.
I'm so interested in this. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Nick the Fox asked for a talk show topic, which is, when do you think Runefest would be going on?
They really said August, but sort of like where and when it is, and oh my god, I'm sort of like looking at my bank. How am I going to afford this?
That's what I'm like. It's not whether the fact that I have, the money, it's the fact of whether I will actually be able to order it for myself, or be like, please will you order it for me and I'll come and drop money off for you.
Yeah.
If I were to say to any of my family, can you pay for me to go to Runefest, they'd be like, no.
Yeah, my mum said, can you pay for my ticket? Because I've got more than her. I've got more than her, and I'm just like, no, you have to pay for your own. In the desperate hope she won't be coming along.
Oh.
No, we'll be sitting there. I think it's like some of my friends. No, I'll look after her. I'll be her adult. I want to go. It's like, no, I'm going to Runefest. But no. They've already said August, because it didn't on the website, it says coming soon 07/13.
I don't know.
They would have Twitter pages and everything all up, so I suppose it would be official, but the thing is, they're still currently in the planning process of it, so it's gonna take a while for it to set up and get venues, stuff like that.
Actually, the website still says coming 2013. It doesn't seem to say anything about August.
Oh, I thought it said 07/13. But no, I'm hoping it... But the problem if it's in summer is everything's so much more expensive. Because you have tourists and kids off school and, It's like, you always go on school when it's not school holiday, so you may miss school. But with the brain like mine, you can easily catch up. And 07th July, not August. Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's in July. I hope it's not in July, because I've got a busy July. I've got work experience and that.
Yeah.
But
oh, Kathy's getting cold.
yeah, so I'm really excited for Runefest. Bottom line is, we're all excited, and we're all waiting.
I'm
I'm,
Runefest, but I don't think I'll be able to go to Runefest, but it will depend, like, when it's happening. Like, if it's in the summer holidays, I'll probably be able to go, but if it's in, like, September, no.
So
to echo Jagex in last year, soon is probably when it'll be.
I think they'll announce it soon.
Yeah. So pretty much Runefest is going to come pretty much this year.
Possibly, sometime this year.
Hopefully this year.
Pretty awesome talk show topic here from Nick D. Not Nick Davox, but Nick D says, should there be an animal-themed quest? Yes, no, and why?
There are some animal-themed quests. I mean, go through
I like the penguin ones.
Penguin ones are pretty clever. Penguin ones are quite clever in that they are very cliched.
Yeah.
What Nancy
Aged penguins.
She is. Yeah, those are.
What animals could there be? Haven't they got the camels in Al Kharid, or not Al Kharid?
They're interrelated to some quests, yeah.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah. Hence why they've got like Al and Bob, I think is the other one. I don't know. I can't remember. But it's simple names like that.
Bob the cat. Bob the cat.
Bob the cat. Bob the cat is interrelated to a quest. I can't remember which one, but he's got a really cool storyline, which I won't.
He has got a really cool storyline. I love it.
Isn't he like the adventurer or something who gets turned into a cat or something? I don't know.
Yeah, Kathy, you've just ruined the storyline.
Sorry. But if I've done the quest, if I've done the quest, most people have.
I
don't think I have.
I have 38 quest points.
It's okay, guys.
It's always a good time. Well,
Hell No Man's favourite song. We should totally sing it.
No.
Well, I'll put it on when we have our small break.
Yes.
Is it ready? I'll play that. Our small break.
No. What? Call Me Maybe.
So call me maybe. No.
Call me Maddie.
No.
Maddie. Who's Maddie?
Why Maddie?
Matty, it's me, mate.
Oh, Matty. I thought you said Maddie.
I thought you said Maddie.
Okay,
Oops.
Maddie, you know Maddie.
I'm Maddie. Learn to accent.
It's the accent, yeah.
My fault.
Yeah, blood.
I'm not sure what your accent is.
Right,
so, yeah, we're going to go off topic. Let's go on to, Unique's topic of bossing, which we've already sort of gone over a little bit, with Mole, as we always do. And, good wardsdoms and stuff. So, what do you guys think of? I mean, me and James don't do bosses. I mean, Matt seems to.
Noobs.
How about we sum it up a little bit? Okay, what's your favourite boss?
Well,
Matt, what's your favourite boss?
Calfight King.
How come?
Primarily because of the money I make. I'm moolah. Just the amount of money I make from Calfight King makes me so happy.
I've never been to Calfight King, so I can't really
comment. I can take you right now.
Pre-EOC, my favourite boss was Dagonoth Kings.
Oh, yeah.
But obviously, post-EOC, it's a lot harder now. So I haven't been...
Why Dagonoth Kings, though?
Because it was a challenge, yet fun at the same time, to try and solo...
Tri-breeding.
Yeah, tri-breeding at the same time, while keeping up and while not getting yourself KO'd. Because, you know, if you get KO'd, you do simply just lose everything. Because there's no way you're ever going to get back in time. So it was that sort of challenge, danger, and well, I suppose in the end it probably wasn't really worth as much as it felt like it. I think nowadays the rings are worth a lot more because it is so much harder. But no, I haven't been since Evolution of Combat, but it used to be my favourite.
Did I tell you guys I killed Calfight Queen?
Congrats.
Sure you did.
Yeah, Kathy, was this one at the end after everyone...
Sure you did.
No, I did. My friend, I got it for, like, this special Slayer task, and my friend, Shroom, I just go, Shroom, can you help me? And he goes, what do you need? And I'm like, well, I need to kill Calfight Queen. He just goes, you're never going to do that. So he tanked for me. But he was sort of like, I think I was sharing screens with him. And he just goes, what have you done to your control bar? And I'm just like the taskbar thing. And I'm just like, well, I just put the ability things in it. And he just goes, Cassie,
You're doing it wrong.
you need to set it pretty much. And he just goes, so what pots have you got? And I'm like, what are pots?
Oh my god.
What?
I'm like, what are pots?
24/7.
And he's just like, you know, strength attack, you know. And I'm like, what do they do?
Overloads.
Like, what?
Let's just say, I'll just
That
leave it at this.
so
I think he spent about 5 minutes just, I could hear him face the screen.
I would do the same. If I brought you bossing and you didn't bring a pot, I'd be like, Kathy, what are you doing with your life?
I've never used a pot before.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
The sounds of it.
So
James.
we were in the GE, and he just goes, okay guys, and not okay guys, that's what I say. He goes, okay Kathy, what pots have you got? What pots? I have a pot. The pot lid request. And then he just goes, no, pots that attack, strength. What? So yeah, he just bought. He bought me them and just goes, see it as education.
Wait. Wise just said that pots are useless on the EAC. Do you have a valid statement, my friend?
I have what? How is it useless? I don't understand how it's useless.
Pots are amazing.
I think
They're
it's
just
like what you do, I suppose.
Bossing.
Does the evil chicken count as a boss? Because that's my favourite.
Lol.
Evil chicken random event.
That was fun.
It's in the Dominion Tower thing, so does it count?
Ish. Dominion Tower. Maybe. We'll go, yeah.
It counts enough.
Smile and wave, enough.
So now we've done sort of like the boss talk, etc.
Kathy just wants to move off the boss topic.
How useful are you? How useless even. I'm useful though, guys. Don't panic. We are going to take a short break and listen to Good Time. And we're going to do hide and seek. Now, because one of our people, Alex, is free to play, it's going to be a free to play event, so anybody can join in. World 38, we're going to be doing some hide and seek. So it's 100k each person you find. There's 4 of us hiding. Me, Matt, John, and Alex, he's having a bit of mic issues at the moment. Are hiding because James chose to opt out. But yeah, we will be back shortly and enjoy our city with Good Time.
It's
always guys,
good time.
No trailing.
Okay, guys, we are back. So James has left us. So thank you again to James for his wonderful community spirit being a Kingdom's ambassador. But we are hiding in World 38, which is a free-to-play world to accommodate Alex. So who wants to go first?
Not me.
Kathy does.
Okay, Cassie wants to go first, does she? My clue is it's rather lame. I couldn't think of anything witty, so there's lots of wood in there. So if you think, thank you. If you think you know where I am, first person to trade me will get 100k. So I'm gonna take my ability bar off. So whilst we're talking, I mean, I think Runefest was the topic that got most of us. So what do you guys want from Runefest?
To be able to go.
Mods.
I think they need to step it up from last time. I know they said themselves they've done it for the past 2 years. It was very sort of, Middle Ages themed, and they said sort of they want to step it up. They want to do something not completely different, but slightly different from it. I'm quite interested to see what they come up with.
Bank pen.
Have they found you?
What
was your bank pen?
Not telling you, but I've been found by RZBob1, so trade again.
Congrats.
Yeah, so congrats. Who wants to go next? Matt wants to go
Me.
next.
Me. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go a bit easy, but this is not really. So, I am next to a lab machine, underground where lots of dwarves are. Yeah. Where lots of these little short people with pickaxes. And I'm next to a very loud machine that appears to be...
Matt, they're high. Matt's small.
How do you put money in your... How do you put money in your money pouch? Oh, there, right-click and add to pouch. Got it. Sorry, I thought I had to right-click the pouch or something.
Alright, guys, if you're looking for the world, it's World 38, which is a Runespan world. Yeah.
Runespan?
So, people aren't hiding in the wilderness. Just saying.
Yeah, we're not gonna lure you or anything.
Much. I know what
Don't
Matt's
bring
like.
a bank.
Yeah,
What?
just bring a load of stuff, dry gore, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, man, it seems legit to just be like, just bring a bank.
Especially in free to play, we just sort of take you down.
That's awesome, man.
Take you down to the Paradise City, and the grass is green and girls are
Girls
pretty.
are
pretty. Yeah.
Take me home tonight or something?
I'm pretty and I'm a girl, and there's grass everywhere, so we're sorted.
Right.
Feel free to laugh. They think they scream at my profile picture. They're mean. But anyway. Sorry. Who found you?
Wise choice. Congrats, buddy.
Oh, congrats, wise choice.
This is so expected. I knew he'd find me.
Wise is pretty good. My Guess the Tune, he blows everyone away. Well, actually, Guess the Tune, you have several people who are pretty amazing at it. But, so, power of 5. Would you like to tell us your clue?
No. Pretty much no. Because then no one can find me, and then no one's going to find me. It's all good. Really? You're going to make me say this clue? I did not choose this clue much. Okay. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
Oh, man.
The second bit was not.
Hey, Matt wrote it down, so I take away all...
I'm innocent.
Matt said, take off all your clothes, lol noob. I take away all the responsibility.
Okay, anyway, so if you go back to Runefest, I think one big debate is America or England.
England.
Well, we're all English, so, it's so much, we all live in England. So, it's so much easier for us to be in England. And I think the arguments are, it's a Cambridge-based, so it's a train journey away from London, my train line, in fact. Although they'd probably take a coach, like they did last time, I believe. Whereas it would be limited to what they could bring if they went to America. And also, we've got Europe right by us. So it's so much easier for Europeans. Whereas America, it's just Americans and Europeans with a lot of money.
Sure.
Plus, obviously, like Aussies, etc., the rest of the world.
Oh, Aussies.
But then they have most American players. So it's sort of like, I can see why they go to America, but I think it might be me being biased, but it's more likely to be in the UK. And I want it to be in the UK because I can't afford a train. I can't afford a plane.
This is where I've had this discussion with, sorry to interrupt, but I had this discussion with Lee Allen when the first time I joined RuneZone was when I discussed about how Runefest would have to do a lot of organizing in order for it to be in the USA. As Jagex is a British-based company, just think of the amount of organization they would have to go through in order to make it to go to New York, of course, as such.
Yeah, I mean, and also sort of like, the USA is a really big place.
Mm.
I mean, if you hold it in New York, people in Texas, I might be getting my geography wrong, but they'd probably have to pay for a plane ticket. Whereas in the UK, you can get, it might be a little bit expensive, like I believe Beck said it's £100 for her to get from Newcastle to the UK. To the UK, to London. But it's a lot cheaper than probably a plane ticket would be. I keep getting train and plane mixed up. But
I think I've been found.
have you been found? You found?
Well, no, they've not traded me yet, but they there we go. They're coming towards me. They're running away. They can't see me. Yeah. I don't know. You need to trade me. I'll tell them that. You need to trade me and stuff.
Who is it?
Cow Fady.
Oh, congrats. He got second after Wise Choice. Like 2 seconds right after.
Yeah. Oh, so close.
There we go.
There we go. He's traded? Okay.
He's
so, let's go straight into Alex's clue.
Okay, so my clue is that in this place, the building is making me feel slightly Irish.
Oh.
How does that relate?
No, I get it. Hint.
That's leprechauns.
What else is Irish other than leprechauns?
Top of the morning to you.
Potato.
In this building.
The pub.
Right, Alex.
No, the pub's English. Pubs are English.
Guinness is Irish, isn't it? Guinness.
Or what?
Guinness.
What leaf do you use or associate with Ireland? What type?
Oh, I don't get it. I don't get where that clue's going, but we'll see who finds you. No, I'd be like Monkey King, the pub. No, okay, I live in a pretty small town. It's only called a town because it's got a main, street that's sort of like the main street thing. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think a lot of people are confused by this clue.
Yeah, I thought your clue was to go away you're mediting.
Actually, we've got a winner already.
Wait, okay.
We have, and that is Aussie Bob 1.
Oh, another winner.
You have me, so congratulations.
Congratulations. I was actually in the building that in Inland Swamp takes you to Xanaris, which has a lot of 4-leaf clovers around it.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah. 4-leaf clover island makes sense.
That makes more sense.
I'm half Irish, so I would understand.
For some reason, I was trying to link fairies to it.
Yeah, same. I was thinking
makes no sense.
Artemis Fowl, but no, at Artemis Fowl. So,
okay, so I'm swapping accounts, and now we'll be able to give Bob some money.
Okay.
I want some money.
So congratulations to all our finders. And thank you for tuning in. You too can get involved with RuneTalk. So putting a link in the chat box now to see if you have what it takes to come on air with us. Thank you again to James, who's gone. Co-host, Call Me Matt, Power 5 and Unique. I believe DJ Unique is up next after this last song, which will be Move 5 Payphone.
Enjoy the content.
Yep.
Woo!
Content team takeover. I mean, what? No, it's a It's a cryptic clue event. There you go. I've got it right. It's a. Have you got the ability to delve deep into cryptic clues and unravel them? Do you count yourself as a master of the unknown? Then tune in about.
I do.
Now for the event.
Stay tuned in. So we'll see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. I've been DJ Quackies. This is RuneTalk, or was.
Hi guys.